Hi. I've got my crepes all baked. I've got a nice stack of crepes here. I made about a dozen crepes out of that batter recipe. So there's a lot you can do with these crepes. You can go for the crepe cake. You take a cake, you put it on the platter, a crepe, you put it on the platter, you spread it with Nutella or custard or chocolate icing or whipped cream, whatever you want, and then you put on another crepe and more icing, etc., and you layer them up until you have your cake. You can also take them and fill them with a vegetable or meat and a sauce and roll them up like this. So I'm just going to roll them up, and I would put them in a pan, seam side down, cover with a little more sauce, bake, and you'll have a nice main dish. You can make your classic Crepe Suzettes. You mix some butter and sugar and orange rind and Grand Marnier, and you spread it on the crepe, and then you take your crepe and you fold it into quarters. So you fold it in half and then half again, and you would put these in your glass baking dish and pour in a little warmed brandy and Grand Marnier and light it on fire, and you have Crepe Suzette. But my favorite thing to do is to fill them with strawberries and cream. So I've got all my ingredients here, but I need to start by making up a whipped cream cheese filling. So for the whipped cream cheese filling, I'm going to use 1/2 cup cream cheese, 3 tablespoons sugar, a little grated lemon rind. One thing it's important to note when you're grating your lemon rind, don't grate down too far. You just want to get the yellow off. If you start to get the white stuff, it tastes very sour and it'll ruin your dish. I also have a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla and about a cup of heavy whipping cream. If you really don't want to use whipping cream, you could fold in some Cool Whip or something else after you mix up the other ingredients. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to put my cream cheese in my mixing bowl. And I'm going to add the sugar and the lemon zest, or the grated lemon rind. If you don't have the lemon rind, you can omit it. It gives it a little more flavor though if you do have some around. I'm going to use my whisk attachment since I'll be beating the cream as well. So I'm going to just put this on there and turn this on for a minute. Now it doesn't take very long. It doesn't take very long for the sugar and cream cheese to be mixed up. Once that's mixed up, I'm going to add my 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm going to turn it on slowly and add my cream slowly. If you have it on high or add your cream too fast, it's going to splatter all over. Once the cream and the cream cheese are mixed together, I'm going to turn it up a little bit until the cream is whipped. It's very important not to overmix heavy cream. If you overbeat heavy cream, it goes from whipped cream to butter. They're just about mixed enough to turn up. I'm just going to scrape down the sides a little bit so that I can get the cream cheese off the bottom and make sure it's all mixed in there. So we'll give that another minute on slow, and then we'll crank them up to start whipping. So they look like they're fairly well mixed. I'm going to turn this up on high and let it beat for a couple of minutes. I'll see you back here when it's done. Okay, it looks like we've got some nice peaks forming here. As you can see, it's fairly stiff. So, our cream cheese filling is ready. We can now start assembling. So, for assembly, I'm going to start by taking one crepe, lay it down on the plate. I'm going to put on a little bit of strawberry jelly. This is, of course, some of my homemade jam. Homemade jam is always best. And I'm just going to spread that over the entire surface of the crepe. And then I'm going to put a line of cream cheese, or the whipped cream cheese. That might be a little much. There we go. And a little dab more down here on the end. You don't want to be too stingy. You can always serve extra cream cheese on the plates too, or on the side. Now I'm going to put a row of sliced strawberries. These have just been rinsed and sliced about that thick. So we've got a row of strawberries. Now you simply roll this up, fold the one edge over, and just simply roll and leave the seam side down. Now to finish it off, I'm going to drizzle it with a little bit of strawberry syrup. And I'm just going to make a nice little zigzag across the top. You could use chocolate syrup, you could use caramel syrup, you could use any other kind of syrup for decoration. So we have our crepe ready to go. If you want something else you can do just to decorate the plate a little bit is I'm going to take a strawberry and I'm going to slice the strawberry, but I'm not slicing it all the way through. I'm slicing thin slices, but not quite to the end. And then I'm just going to take the strawberry and I'm just going to kind of take my two fingers and just fan it out a little bit. And you've got a nice little decoration on the plate to go as well. And now the last thing we need to do is just cut this beauty right in half. And you've got a beautiful strawberry crepe. Pretty, tasty, and it will impress my friends. Oops. Those are so good. I hope you've enjoyed my strawberry crepes. If so, please like and subscribe to this channel and check out our other videos. Thank you and have a great afternoon.